Oh, naka-live ang broadcast. Kaya wala pang, anong counter yata ako naririnig, pinatutugtog. Ayun ah. At talaga naka-live na kami agad. I-share ko lang po. Season finale po natin ito. Kaya I just want to be ready. Wait, let me just share this link because it's very important that we share this link so that more people can watch our season 4 finale. Okay. All right. Hello. Good afternoon, mga ka-pageantry. Welcome. Welcome to the season 4 finale of Pageantry Norms. And I don't know with you guys, but summer is definitely here. It's so hot. It's so hot, and um, but I'm loving my Turver shirt by Bessie Bisana here. It's mustard, one of my favorite spices in life. Ay, my God! Ang aga ng early birds tayo. Hello, Hans Enerlan. And watching from Bangkok, Thailand, hello, Hil Bangkal. Nakakatuwa naman pareho kayong nandiyan ang guest ko this afternoon. Yes, as I was saying, uh, hello, Mitchell. And, Diyos ko, Mitchell eh. Michelle. Yeah, yeah, Michelle. And, ang init nga po ng panahon ngayon. But since it's season 4, finale, pinaghandaan po namin ito. And every season, there's only one episode where we dedicate the show to one guest. And, it's not easy to complete a 90-minute show with only one guest. But with this guest, I'm super sure that we will have so many things to talk about. Okay, let i-shout out to muna natin. Hello, Jessica and Hil Bangkal. You will know her in a while. Hello, watching from KSA, Ras. Hello, Ras. Hari ng Pilipinas, Ras. Lance from Santa Cruz, Laguna. Hello. Shout out po tayo. Yes, Hans Enerlan. I've learned about that last night. Nakakalungkot nga, but ano po ngayon nangyari yun. And as I was saying, we only have one episode per season where we have only one guest. So, hi, Noy Sabilano. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I miss you too, Noy. And hello, watching from South Korea, Dolor Tagleo Hana. Is it Taglu? Watching from South Korea. Yes. I'm just trying to do all my shoutouts ngayon kasi the minute I start talking, nalilimutan ko na po ang mundo. Hello, Shandy Monte Carlo Lim. Yes, hello. From Davao City, Nestor Babat. Hello. Ayun po lang si Michelle kanina is watching from Puerto Princesa. From Cebu City, Mariel Fernandez. Hello. And ito, from Taytay Rizal, Jonathan Turaray. Hello there. Another, yun na nga po. From Laguna, Christian Jacob Bautista. Hello. Ayan pa, teka muna, sandali. At yan po. Maraming pa isa shout out because I really want to give the season 4 finale its special focus because it's not easy scheduling her for a guesting because you need to follow several procedures. There's so many procedures to pass on before we can actually schedule her. Oh, hello, Tito Rogel. Yes, I'm excited na rin po. Yes, Tito Rogel is watching us right now. And Makoy Elipane, hello. From Marikina City, Estela Solanillo, hello po. From Ilang, Davao City, Casey Gibernas. Hello. Yes. Um, what, Tito Norms, wala ba kayong niece or kamag-an? Ay, naku, ewan ko po. Hindi po sila katangkaran eh. Watching from Cebu, hello, Oscar James Arias. Yes. Tito Roger, tutuwa ako na schedule ko yung guest natin this afternoon. Natutuwa lang ako and she's happy too. And hello to Ernst Cruz. Yeah, shout out to Ernst Cruz also. Yun. Uh, I think our guest is still fixing herself up in the backstage. And because she has a new hairstyle uh, these days. Before you remember her as having um, a really, really big afro beard. But now I want you all to give a warm welcome to our guest, Miss Grand International 2020, Abena Appiah, Abena Appiah, or should I say Abena Akuaba. Hello, Abena. Good afternoon and welcome to Pageantry Norms.
Hi, hello, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Abena, please greet our viewers first because they've been waiting for your guesting here this afternoon. Please greet them first.
Hello, guys. If you are here in Bangkok, then I want to say Sawadika and I love you all so much. And if you're from the Philippines, kumusta sa lahat? Mahal ka kayong lahat. And if you're from the United States, hello, how are you? I love you guys.
Abna, I can't get over the fact that you are so good with languages. As in, like, it's so easy for you to sink your teeth into learning something new about the country that you're visiting or staying in. And my God, you are slowly learning the Thai language. Am I right, Abna?
I am. It's so funny because when my Tito Dio and my Tito Raj were training me, it was part of their strategy to have me learn different languages. So Tito Dio was like, okay, you know what? You're good with languages, so let's have you learn the Thai language. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I studied for 4 months to learn the Thai language, and I was able to pick it up just like that because when I was in the Philippines, my teacher Raj was teaching me the Filipino language. So I was able to pick that up really quickly. So I think I'm just really good with languages and I love learning different languages because I like to interact with the people.
Abna, Thai is one of the most difficult languages to learn.
Right.
Um, yeah. So how were you able to adjust to it so quickly? What is that quality in you that makes you so good with languages?
We hired a Thai teacher. So I had a Thai teacher and I would study every day for 1 hour and we would study 50 words per day.
Oh dear. Yeah, I used to have a special someone back in Bangkok, and I never
Ah.
even made an effort to learn Thai because he always talks in English with me. So I saw no reason to really
To learn the
learn not to
language.
Thai. Yeah, except for Pomrakun, Aloy. Yeah, when you say I love you and delicious, yeah, stuff
Samrat.
like that. Yeah. I'm not Teacher Raj is watching us right now. Can you please shout out a special greeting for him?
Hi, Tito Raj. I love you so much. You know what's so funny? If it wasn't
Mm,
for KF, like, because KF picked me up, I think, 2 years ago, and they started
mm-hmm.
molding me for pageants. And we had our first attempt, which didn't go well. But the second attempt, they were like, Teacher Raj and Teacher Gio were going back to back. They were like, okay, what pageant are we going to prepare her for this time? And they both were like, Miss Grand, and they just started working. It's so funny because the final day of the competition, Samantha was doing her makeup and she comes to me and she's like, have you called Teacher Raj? And I'm like, no, I haven't called him yet. she's like, call him because he wants to check your makeup. So it's like so lovely how they're so dedicated with every single person that they coach. And it's like they make sure your hair is okay, your face is okay, you're wearing the perfect gown. And I think that's awesome. And I am so grateful, Tito, for your support. I love you all. Mahal kita.
Yeah, and that's also one of the main reasons why 2 years ago, the two of us had an afternoon together. We spent an
Yes.
afternoon together. My God, I can clearly remember that time I asked you that we meet at the mall, which is relatively near our place,
Okay.
and you showed up and people were looking at her because she still had this big hair back then and she's
Afro.
very tall, and people were looking at her like, oh my god, who's that goddess who just appeared in our midst? And you know, Abna is so down to earth, and you can tell that she loves being surrounded by people as well, and that's the reason why um well, Tito Rog says, love you, Abna. Tito Rog is saying in the comment
Love you
section.
too.
There's someone here, Abna, who gave a very early comment. Wilson Anthony Castro is saying, I still remember your iconic Filipino lines back then. When you say, it's about Ghana, like everything that you mentioned back there. It was when you were still an Earth Warrior then, and
Yeah.
those were the things that really made you so that endeared you to so many Filipinos back then. And right now with Miss Grand International, the Thais already love you. They love you so much. So how has your life been right after winning Miss Grand, Abner?
It's been crazy. It happened so fast. I mean, I it's just I don't even have words for it because I didn't really expect it, you know. That day on the stage, I was fighting with so many things emotionally, because I have spent my life in pageantry being disappointed, people telling me I'm not beautiful enough, people telling me that I don't look like the normal girl, I don't look like the normal standard of beauty. And to constantly hear these words, it took a toll on me. So that night on the stage, I didn't expect to be able to go so far as I did. You know, I was given a chance, a life-changing opportunity. And every single day that I wake up, I am so grateful and so thankful. I had the best team behind me. I had the amazing team that groomed me. And it's a life-changing opportunity. And I'm really excited for that.
What's good to note, Abna, is that you participated in this pageant, which is a physical pageant, so
Yeah.
unlike any kind of virtual pageants that have been happening in 2020. So
Yeah.
the challenges were there.
Yeah.
Um, you had to be extra careful. You have to
Hmm.
uh, observe so many health and safety protocols, but
Hmm.
um, again, I'm going back to what you just said earlier that on the finals night, you were not expecting anything at all, that you were disappointed before. So let destiny dictate what is in store for you. And it was the
Yeah.
crown that was in store for you during that night.
It was
Oh,
the crown. I know. I just still can't believe it. But you know what's so funny? My Tito Gio was like, I remember when he was texting me and he said, we're doing grand. He had so much faith and he believed in me. Like he believed in me so much that I could win the crown. But since I have gone through so many disappointments, I really didn't believe. But he told me, okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and you're perfect. You have the perfect personality for it, and that is your crown. So just go for it. So even the day before the competition, he was like, "It's going to be you and Samantha. You and Samantha are going to hold hands." And I'm like, "No, that's impossible. How's that going to happen?" And it actually happened, and I am still super shocked. But what I love about Grand is that they are very honest and very transparent. If you really deserve it, you will get it. So I'm really happy about that.
I'm really so I'm really so happy when when there was only the three of you, Samantha, and Ivana, and then Ivana was called the second runner-up. The reactions from both you and Samantha were just so authentic and natural that Samantha slapped your arms, and then you were like, you were so. What's happening? What's happening here? Why am I here? Why am I was in the final two? What was running inside your head then,
Oh
Abner?
my gosh, I was dying. Like, for example, from the first beginning when Samantha got here, Samantha looked at me because she and I are sisters. We train under the same KF camp. So she got here and she's like, "You're my sister, but I know you're my competition." And I'm like, "What? Why do you say that?" She was like, "Because we train under the same camp and I know that you're equally as good as me." So when it got to the final two, the reason why she was hitting me is because she said, I told you we were going to be here. I told you it was going to be you and I. So she was just like, she kept slapping me. And I'm like, why are you slapping me? I am so confused. I don't know what's happening. And then we got there and she was like, you got this. She held my hand. She was like, you got this. You deserve this. You've worked so hard for this. And she just kept shaking me. And she's like, you have this. Don't faint. Don't collapse. You have this. So then it happened. They announced me as winner and she was so happy for me. And the whole time she was like my rock because she was holding me up. Even when I was falling, she was holding me up. So it was an amazing experience. And I had an
Yeah,
amazing sister right beside me.
yes, Abner. It's just so wonderful that when you were being trained by Kaya, then you were told that let's practice with you and Samantha holding hands. You're the last two standing, and then it actually happened. How
It actually
amazing can
happened.
that get?
I
I can
know.
understand. Yeah, I can understand your reaction because, my God, it's happening. It's really happening. I didn't
It's
even think it was
happening.
possible. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you were, yeah. So it's well, it's really meant for you. Fate and destiny has set you up for that for the title. And okay, let's just do a very quick virtual room tour of Abia. Appiah. I keep on. Abna, you are in your condo right now in Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything special around you? A souvenir item, an object, or anything that you want to share with us and that means something to you, Abna?
So the first thing I like to share is my teddy bear. His name is
Mm-hmm.
Chokdi, and Chokdi means good luck. This was the first teddy bear when I walked into my room for the competition. It was my quarantine room, and this bear was sitting on my bed. And at that moment, it was my friend, and I was talking to her. I was like, "Hi, hello," and I named him Good Luck because I was like, "It's gonna bring me good luck." So since then, I've been keeping him with me. And this picture is a
Okay.
picture of me. It was drawn for me and it's by the Prague and they did such a good job and I love it and I just keep it with me all the time. So this is something that's really special that I keep here in my room.
You should get that drawing framed, Abner, so
Yes.
that you can hang it on your wall. Now the
Yes.
thing about the teddy bear, that's funny because there was this movie several years back with Tom Hanks, Castaway, wherein he was stranded on an island, and the only thing that kept him company was a volleyball, a Wilson volleyball that he kept on talking with every single day that he was there.
Yeah.
So with you, it's a teddy bear and the teddy bear kept you company, so you would talk to him. Good morning, Charity. Good morning. How's your day? Yes, we're still in the same room every day. Nothing's happening, but how are you? Just so it's really fun, and I'm sure that you're building so many memories right now in
Yes.
Thailand.
Yes, I am.
Um,
It
what do you think is the thing that makes you want to be close to the Thai people and them being so endearing to you.
I mean, they're so lovely. They're so welcoming. And the fact that I speak their language is even better for me because I'm able to go down the street and say, I want this, I want that. And they're so eager to help. And I love that. Just like the Filipino people, they were so welcoming to me and they pulled me close to their hearts. And I love that, you know. I love being part of a community. I love being part of people that are so willing to help, and people that are so willing to accept you despite your race, your religion, your culture. They love you either way. So I am very excited about that, because even though I live here and I'm so far away from home, I don't feel like I'm far away from home at all.
My God, I so love Thai street food. Whenever I go to Thailand or Bangkok for that matter, the minute you step out of your hotel, all the street food are surrounding you on and
Yes.
it's very cheap. And you just, what is your favorite Thai street food right now, Abna?
So I love the papaya salad. It's so yummy, and also I love what is it? Pad Thai. So I eat that all the time. So that's my favorite.
Because let me remind you, I remembered your story back then in the Philippines when outside the KF camp you bought kwek kwek from.
Oh, I love quack quack.
Oh my God! And I was saying, my God, of all things, of all street food, it's kwek kwek that she was able to taste. Yeah.
I know. I was like, when Samantha came, I was like, wait, do you have some quack quack with you? I love it so much. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but I just love quack quack.
No, I think it's one of the things that's so special and endearing about you. You adjust to the culture of a new country very easily, just like what you're doing
Yeah.
in Thailand right now. That you are,
Yeah.
well, we have the same kind of weather. It's also hot, and
Yes.
but I know that in Thailand when it rains, it really rains. But
It really rains. Yes.
yeah, it really rains and everything. And what part of Bangkok are you in right now? Are you in the outskirts of the city itself? Are you in the city center? And
I am right in the city, so everything is right beside, like the mall, the sky train, everything.
oh my God, that's such a perfect location for you. You just step out of the building itself, and then oh, everything is at your
Everything.
disposal. Yeah. Now,
Exactly.
yeah. Now, let me ask you a relatively serious question now, Abna. Um, what does it really mean for you to win the Miss Grand International title? Has it really sunk into you?
It has sunk into me, and I am very happy about it because it shows that our world now is diverting from the normal standards of beauty. Now there's more inclusivity, there's more acceptance. Girls can look the way they were born, and it's okay. They can still win a pageant. The pageant is not based on, oh, who has the better face or who has the better body. No, it's based on the person who's most deserving. And I love that because lots of girls that look like me or lots of girls that are different that are growing up and are into pageantry, it gives them that kind of role model to look up to. Now they're like, well, even though I look different, I can still compete and I can still win if I am authentically me. So that's what I love about being Miss Grand International right now, is because I've given so many girls hope, so many girls that don't look the way they're, so like the normal standards of beauty, and they still look different. They still have hope that they can still achieve the unthinkable.
Yes, Abna, I totally agree with you because whenever someone asks me, like, what is the basis for winning in pageants now, I always tell them we've gone past the beauty of face and beauty of body.
Yes.
There has to be more substance than that. The pageants have evolved, and right now we need to find for the one who's most deserving, regardless of where she comes from, regardless of her color, of regardless of whether she speaks good English or not. And I think you are a perfect embodiment of the new breed of international title holders right now,
Yeah.
and they're calling it some 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 media people are calling it the women of color phenomenon. Like if you can remember back in 2019, Miss Universe is from South Africa,
Okay.
Miss World is from Jamaica, and
Yeah.
then you are now, and you have to keep in mind they're still reigning right now because their successors haven't yet been crowned. And now here you
Yeah.
are, Miss Grand International. Do you really look at it? Do you think there is this women of color phenomenon happening in pageants, Abde?
I think that it shouldn't even be, we shouldn't even allow there to be this kind of division where, oh, it's women of color or it's girls that look like this. No, it should just be, it's a pageant and we should support the girl who has the best heart, the girl who has the best advocacy, the girl who's willing to work. We shouldn't be divided by race or color or religion. That shouldn't be the standards of beauty, and that shouldn't be what pageantry is about. So whether the winner is black or the winner is white, so far as I think we should look on and focus on is her advocacy and how we can help her to better our economy and our society.
That's why I keep on telling them also, Abna, that I don't see this women of color as a phenomenon. I think these are just coincidental that the winners of these titles happen to be women of color, but it's not a phenomenon after all. I think they were the best during their respective competitions. Would you
Yeah,
agree?
I do agree. I really do agree. I believe that during the competition, as the president of the organization, my organization said, he said several times, he said that he's not looking for a specific color, race. He's just looking for someone who can do the work, someone that's really dedicated to the work. Like they don't care. They can wake you up at 4 a.m. in the morning and she's still ready to go. He's looking for that person. And during the competition, they were judging us. Like even though like we didn't see them, but they were judging us because we would have to wake up at 3 a.m. sometimes, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And they want to see which girl's going to come outside with makeup, which girl's going to come outside with her hair done. They want to see all of that. So that doing that, they're judging us. And it just happens that they pick the girl who they believe has a great advocacy, a girl who they believe has an emotional connection to her advocacy, and a girl who is really ready to work. So I don't believe that has to do with color or anything. I just believe that they picked the right girl who's ready to work at the moment.
So let me ask you this. If you have a 3 a.m. call time, what time will you wake up to get your makeup on your face?
I remember when we had to travel, and our call time was 3 a.m. I legit didn't sleep. I just went straight from our event, went straight to the room, took a shower, and started putting on my makeup and doing my hair, and then got ready for like 3 o'clock. So I was actually 3 a.m. I was actually the only girl that got downstairs, and I was ready. And then most of the girls were like, "Don't you sleep? Why don't you sleep? Why are you ready?" And I was like, "Because I have to be ready. It's my job." So yeah.
You mean you can run on a day or two without sleep because of the well, there are so many events. You have to maximize your appearances in those events. You're good with
Yeah.
that, no? You're committed to that, Abna.
I love it because I love what you do. You know, I tell everybody that if you are working and you're not happy when you wake up in the morning to go to your job, you shouldn't be doing that job. I am happy to do what I do. It is my job. This is a job for me. So to be able to go out and work and interact with people every day, it's a blessing. So I don't mind doing it every second because I love it.
Now, let me ask you this question. Are you starting to find your greater purpose? And if you do, what could that be?
I am starting to find my greater purpose, but it's not just through Miss Rand. I have been finding my greater purpose ever since I got into pageantry. I always knew that I wanted to have a platform and I wanted to stand for something. But after I won Miss Grand, I realized exactly what I was standing for. I was standing for inclusivity. I was standing to set an example and break barriers and make change in the world. And that's what I've started to do. And it's so funny because I speak to a lot of girls speak to me and they DM me and they tell me, I have my hair looks like you. What should I do for it for the competition? Do you think I should straighten it? And I have so many things to tell them, you know, and I'm so happy I'm able to do this for them.
So let me ask you this. My next question. Let's compare before you won Miss Grand International and after you won Miss Grand International. If you will answer this question, what makes you feel empowered? If you were asked that question before you won MGI and after winning MGI, how different will your answer be? What
My
makes you
answer
feel
still
empowered?
I would say my answer will still be the same because what makes me feel empowered is the fact that I have an emotional connection to my advocacy. My advocacy have always been to encourage and motivate girls and to be a role model for them to follow. And that was my idea before going into the pageant, even before I started my pageant journey. And after winning, that idea became more firm because now I'm actually doing it and I'm living in my truth and I'm actually living my advocacy. So it makes it more powerful. And I'm empowering so many girls. Recently, one of my friends wanted to go for a competition, but she was scared to do so. And I was able to talk to her. I walked her through it, and she competed, and she actually won. And I'm so excited for her. And I'm so glad that so many girls are stepping out to do the unthinkable.
Yeah, I'm just so amazed at how you are doing things right now, how you are adjusting, because I know for a fact that when you represented the United States for Miss Grand International, I know that, oh my God, I think I have a pretty good idea of what this girl is capable of. If Nawat is looking for someone who will dedicate her 1 year of reign to the job of a Miss Grand International, I think she can really say yes at that fast and without any second thoughts at all. Now,
Yeah.
um, but when how would you answer this question, Abna? Some people or some girls who win international titles or who do well in international competitions, um, they get proud and too vain all of a sudden. How do you keep yourself from getting things inside your head too much, Abna?
Well, because I'm doing it for the right reasons. I came into pageantry with the mindset I wanted to help. So it's so funny because my fans tell me that, wow, I'm the only queen that actually responds in her DMs. It's because I'm a queen doesn't mean that I'm not going to respond to you. I'm still a human being. I am competing for you. I'm competing to make an example, set an example for you. So you are my friend. And despite just because you're my fan and now I'm queen, it doesn't mean I should stop talking to you. People say mean things to me all the time and they say horrible things to me all the time, but I'm looking at the greater purpose and what I'm looking to do and the impact I've already made. That's what's most important to me. So I'm going to continue to be myself. And that's why I'm still humble because I know what I want and I know what I'm trying to do in our society and I know the impact I'm making. So because of that, I still stay true and humble to myself.
That's very nice. Just the kind of answer I'm expecting you to give, Amna, because otherwise Tito Rogel and Tito Gio will pinch you.
I know. And
No,
Mama
no,
G,
no.
oh my gosh, Mama G will sit
Yes,
down with
Mama
me
G.
the whole time and she'll go through question and answers. So we had like a whole series where we do question and answers, and there's a way you're supposed to answer. But the thing is, Mama G is like, you know what? You're very smart and you're very passionate. So answer the way you want to answer. Let it come from your heart. So I continue to do that.
Yes. Viewers, if you have questions for Abna, just feel free to put it in the comments below.
Yes.
Of course, I will have to filter the questions because, yeah, you know me, I'm a great
Yes.
filtration system here. Now, Abna, here's my next. This questions may sound like really pageant related questions, but just the same, I know that you can answer it with your own trademark. Again, I asked you earlier, how would you answer that question before or after if there will be a difference? Now, if I ask you this question, who is your hero and what makes him or her your choice? Will your answer be different before or after winning MGI, or will it stay the same?
It will stay the same. It's always been my mom, and it will continue to be my mother. Growing up as a child, I see how she dedicated her time for me. She gave up her dream so that I could have my dream. And I watched how she raised my brothers and sisters. She put down everything for us. And she is a true example of if you want to get something or if you want something, you keep on going, you keep on pushing because the sky is your limit. And I constantly follow her examples. I follow her, all the quotes she gave me, and that has made me stronger. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be in pageantry in the first place. So it would always be my mom.
Okay, Abna, a week from now, it will be Mother's Day. How do you plan to surprise your mom? Well, of course, I don't want to say surprise because it's a surprise, but what do you
Yeah.
plan to do? What do you plan to do for her for Mother's Day? You're in Bangkok, she's not there with you. What do you
Yeah.
plan to do? What's running inside your head?
So, my mom actually, her Mother's Day falls on her birthday. So it's Mother's Day and her
Oh,
birthday.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm flying her to Dubai with my sisters, and they're basically going to party and have fun. She's going to have a mommy spa day in Dubai.
Oh, that's very nice. In
Yeah.
Dubai. Yeah, and I have. Oh, there's a question here for you from Mark Gonzalez. Hi, Abna. What was the
Hi.
hardest part competing in MGI, and what did you do to overcome that hardship?
Hi, Mark. So the hardest thing competing in MGI, I would say, was the criticism from the internet and the media. People were really harsh on me because they were trying to draw a point to tell me that I was not what MGI was looking for. But I was able to overcome it, especially after I won, because you don't know what the judges are looking for, you know? So I don't think we should spend our time tearing down the girls and making the girls feel like they're not worth it. We should rather spend that time building the girls up and encouraging them. Because I promise you, it takes so much work, it takes so much effort for them to stand there and smile for you. So if they're smiling for you and they're giving you the show of your life, I think we can do the best by just encouraging them and praising them and pushing them and making sure that they do the best that they can.
Thank you for your answer, Abna. Mark, you should be happy with that answer. It's another winning answer. Abna, before you won MGI, I won't ask this question applying it to after winning MGI because I know that you are super close already to your four to the members of your court, to Samantha, to Ivana, to Aura Karishma, and to Lala Guedes. But before winning MGI, who among the girls were you closest to outside of aside from Samantha, of course?
Aside from Samantha, it was Aura, Nam. So Aura, Indonesia, Nam, Thailand,
Nam is
Catherine,
Thailand.
Wales. Yes, Catherine, Wales, Stephanie, England, Fiona, China, and Monique, Jamaica.
Okay, that's very nice. And I'm so pleased that you are very close to Miss Wales also because I think oh my God. Oh my God, Abda, you will laugh at this. I was just messaged by Tito Roger. He has a question for you. I'm not sure if I will ask you this, but I know you will answer this question straight from Tito Rog. When would be
Okay.
the time when would be the time for love to come? Oh my God.
Tito
Okay, Tito Rog
Raj.
ask you the question. Answer it, Abna.
Tito Raj, oh my gosh, this is Tito Raj's favorite question, by the way. He's always asking me this. Well, Tito Raj, I say that love will come whenever it comes. So I believe in true love and I believe in destiny. And when the time is right, my true Prince Charming will find his way.
You know, Tito Rog asks that question because there is a correct answer to that question always, and you just said it because it will show your commitment. If you really want a crown or if you want to win, love can take a back seat. In the meantime,
Exactly.
now here's another question from Ernst Cruz. Hi, Abna. How would you
Hi.
compare your experience from Miss Universe and Miss Earth to MGI?
Well, they're all different pageant systems, and again, they're all looking for something totally different. I would say maybe when I competed in Miss Universe, I at that time that's not what they were looking for. Or when I competed for Miss Earth, maybe I did not have what they were looking for. But I believe that the right time is always the right time, and destiny always comes to play. So when I competed in Miss Grand, I believe that my stars aligned, and that was my destiny. And I won because they were looking for someone just like me. And that's how it happened.
Tito Rog is injecting another question for you again after that first
Tito
question.
Raj!
Yeah, and the question is this: would it be Thai or Pinoy?
Tito
Tito
Raj,
Rog should really.
it would be whoever is destined to be.
She really knows how to answer those questions very well. She knows the right answer to those questions. And because of that, there's another phone in. Not phone in. There's another question here from Jasper Gapus. Hello, Queen. During a pandemic, how do you push for your causes as the reigning MGI and also after your reign? I think the stress here is during a pandemic, how will you push for your causes?
Hi, Jasper. So definitely it's been so hard, and especially recently, just 2 days ago, they put us on lockdown here in Bangkok. Everything is closed, the restaurants, everything. And it's been hard because after I won, I was going crazy, media interviews, I was going for tours and all of this, but everything had to cease because the organization, they're very careful with me and they want to make sure I'm safe and healthy. So I am at home, but then thank God for the internet and the media. And I am able to use the media as my platform for my advocacy every day. Even though you might not see what I'm doing, I am doing so much and I'm touching so many lives. Every day I speak to about 5 to 6 different people on social media and I give them advice, I encourage them because that's basically who I aspired to be. I wanted to be a role model that could set examples for people and a role model that could be a big sister, someone that will give you advice, someone that will lead you in the right direction. And I'm already doing that. So just because I can't go out and physically do what I want to do, I still use social media to execute my platform.
Thank you for that answer, Abna. Now, here's a
You're welcome.
question about your host country. What
Mhm.
part of the Thai culture do you appreciate the most?
Um, the part about the Thai is the fact that everybody's so friendly. You know how in the Philippines, when everybody is talking to you, they say, "Okay, Po, okay, I understand, Po." Here they say, "Okay, Pa, I understand, Ka," and it's like so much respect. I just love the fact that you talk to your elderlies with so much respect. Like you call your uncles Tito, your aunties Tita. Here you say P or you say kun. And it's just so much respect. And I love that culture. So I would say that this is what I appreciate most about the culture.
And that is why the Thais love you as well, Abna. But tell me honestly, how are you taking charge of your privacy now?
Oh, like it's easy because even though I have my own condo, like when I go out and I do whatever I have to do, I do my work, my duties, I come back, it's my life, it's my privacy. If I want to go out, I can go out. I just need to make sure I follow the rules. Right now I'm supposed to stay home. I'm not supposed to do anything. So I just stay home, follow the rules, but I'm not restricted in any way. I can still do whatever I want.
Yes, you can do whatever you want. And at this point, I, I kind of miss listening to your singing voice, Abna. Can you share something? That doesn't have to be the entire song, but can you sing something for us now? It could be like a few lines from your current favorite song,
Oh my
stuff
gosh,
like
remember?
that.
So I don't have my guitar, but I love to play it with my guitar, but I don't have it. But I remember when I was in the Philippines, I used to sing this. I used to say, um, Ang batang malakas kumain, ay lagyan may gana.
You, you, it's funny that things like that stick to your mind even if 2 years have already passed. It's so amazing because not all people have the capacity to maintain that in their
Remember.
memory, to remember things like that. Because
Yeah.
if more than 2 years have passed and a pandemic in between, then you really tend to forget a lot of things that happened in the past. And because there's a new normal happening. But
Yeah.
all right, oh my God, here's another question from Wilson Anthony Castro. A video clip of your catwalk training with Janisel. Hello, Janisel Lubina Valera has
Hi.
surfaced online. Can you share an advice from her that made a significant impact in your journey?
So, because when the pandemic happened, I was not able to travel back to the Philippines to train physically with KF. So, since Janicel is part of KF, Tito Raj and Tito Gio told me that, okay, you can rather travel to Janicel and she will help you. So, I did travel to Vegas. I went to Janicel, and the first thing she told me, she was like, make sure you believe in yourself because you're beautiful. And just let your confidence show. Because when you walk on that stage, People can tell if you're not confident. If you do not own that stage will own you, and people will see that you're not confident. So just be confident. And when she said that, I was like, okay, I have to be confident. This is my time. The time is now. She also told me that there's so many things going on right now, especially with the Black Lives Matter movement, the Stop Hate on Asian Lives, so many things going on. And this is my time to shine. So, yeah.
So that's it. Now, um, time for a very serious question. And this is very MGI, Abner. Yes.
Okay.
Now, Stop the War is the focus of Miss Grand International. Do you think that wars contribute to the progress of humanity in terms of history, or are they obstacles holding us back? Because you can look at it differently, but how are you looking at it, Abner?
So I think it can go either way. So I believe that war and violence should never be a solution to anything. I believe that we as human beings should fight really hard to love one another, to be united with one another. That's very important. But also war in terms of history, it's teaching us a lot. It's teaching us that if you go around killing people, if you go around fighting with people, this is what's going to happen to our economy. This is what's going to happen to our society along the line. So it can definitely go either way, but I believe and I stand against no war and violence. I believe that I know that's impossible, but if we start with love and if we start with unity and accepting each other to be equals, I believe that this can definitely stop.
Love it. Love it whenever you answer serious questions like that. But I really want to go back to lighter questions because I'm so my memory of you is always this very down to earth lady who wouldn't mind talking about the silliest things with me when
Yeah.
we were in the mall. We went up to the parking lot in the rooftop, and then I interviewed you and everything. And the security guards were all amazed, looking at you like, "Oh my God, who is this
Who
goddess?
is
This
she?
goddess." No, because they were. Remember the hair. Direct. Can we show that photo of me and Abna 2 years ago when we met
Yeah.
in one of the shopping malls? Direct. I sent it to you earlier so that she can just remember. Yeah, that was when we were having coffee, but you didn't like
Oh,
to have coffee.
yes.
It was in the ground floor of the shopping mall. Your hair, people were just constantly looking, and they were, some of them are, well, someone was kidding. My God, her hair looks like a bird's nest. It's like a bird can live on her because it's so big and it's so big. And then
It's really,
afterwards,
yeah.
yeah, we went up to the rooftop. That's when because I couldn't interview you downstairs because it was so noisy with the
It's
people
so
coming and
noisy.
going. So
Yeah.
I asked you to, if we can do, yeah, that's my favorite
Oh,
picture with
that's my
you.
favorite picture.
Yeah, and that makes me like, you dwarf me here because Abna is very tall. So if she's tall and she's wearing platform heels and she stands beside you, then anyone would look like he's very short. But I really love this photo, and we actually asked the lady guard then to take this photo of us.
Yes.
That's why I'm so happy, and because of that, I will be asking you very light questions from this point onwards because
Okay.
I've been asking you very serious questions now, because somebody texted me with 5 questions, very light for you. First
Okay.
question: what memory instantly makes you smile? Oh, you're smiling
Memory.
now.
Memory that instantly makes me smile, my preparation for the pageant, for the competition. That makes me smile because I worked so hard. Like from every single day I wake up, I am on the move doing something. Even a few weeks before the competition, I lost my passport, and it looked like it was impossible for me to travel to the competition. I couldn't make it to Thailand. I instantly had to find a way to get a new passport, fly all the way to a different state to try and get the visa. It was just a lot. And there were so many obstacles. I was able to overcome all of them. And when I sit back and I think about that, it just makes me smile.
5 years from now, and I ask you the same question, I hope your answer will be different and say, when I met Mr. Right, that really made me smile. But it'll be 5 years from now, Abna. Not for now. Not for
Not for
now.
now.
Not for now. Okay. Next question. What is the nicest thing you have ever done for another person? Let me
Um,
push that question further. What is the nicest thing you've ever done for another person who is not exactly close to you?
well, I think I have done a lot. So I don't, and the thing is, I believe that when you do something for someone, you don't say and you don't talk about it. But in my personal way, I feel like the way I do things for people is by just helping them become who they truly are. There are lots of people that are not okay with themselves and are not confident in themselves. And I dedicate my time. Like, I don't care who you are. You reach out to me, I will dedicate my time. If I even have to get on a video call with you, I don't know you, I will dedicate my time with you on the phone, making sure that you are okay. And at the end of that call, I want you to walk out saying, I am beautiful, I am important, I am worthy, and I deserve to be here.
Wow. You really answered. You have an answer for everything, Adnan. Your mind is like working like clockwork. You have an answer for everything. So let me try
Thank
you with this.
you.
Let me try you with this question.
Okay.
If you could watch everything that happened in your life until now, would you enjoy it?
Yes, I would very much enjoy it because growing up as a child, you already know my story. I was bullied and teased so much. I moved from school to school. I was homeschooled, and I went through the worst when it comes to being in school and being beaten all the time by my peers. But I wouldn't change it and I wouldn't have it any other way because if I do, my destiny might not be the same. I might not become Miss Grand International. I might not become a role model for other girls to follow. I might not become an influential person in society. So everything that happens, I believe happens for a reason, and I wouldn't change it or have it any other way.
2 years from now, someone will offer to make a film out of your life. Would you like to portray the role yourself, or would you like someone else to do it for you?
I would do it myself, and I'm working on that. I'm working on a book and I'm working on a movie. And the most important thing about this is that I hope it helps people and it guides people because I know a lot of people are going to want to change who they are or want to pretend like what happened in the past never happened. You have to embrace it. When you embrace it, it becomes part of your story and then it becomes part of your journey, and that makes you who you are. So I would love to play that by myself.
So let me put you on the spot. Can you think of a nice title for that movie, Abby?
So, I would say, so I was actually thinking about a lot, and I would say the truth behind success. That's what I
Oh,
was thinking about for,
yes,
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 my title.
yeah. The truth behind success, the
Yes,
Abna Akwaba story.
yes.
Yeah, that'll be very, very nice. But would you rather live 100 years that are comfortable but boring, or live half as long but have an exciting and adventure-packed life?
Well, I can't pick because that's not my decision to make, you know? I believe that we've all been given a certain number of years in this world, and what's most important is that we make use of it. You don't know when it's going to be your time, but what's important is that your legacy that you leave behind, when you're gone, are people going to say good things about you or are they going to say bad things about you? So, what's important is not the length, it's not the money, it's not any of that. It's the legacy you leave behind.
Wow. I'm really so happy with your answers. So,
Thank you.
Abna, 10 years from now, what does your ideal life look like 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I am still working on my model school. So my model school is basically is a school where I like get all these girls and I develop their talents and I groom them to become the best version of themselves. So whatever they want to be, if they want to be models, if they want to be musicians, if they want to be fashion designers, I groom and develop this talent and I push them in the best way that I can to achieve that. So in the next 10 years, I see that being a major success, not just in Africa, but globally. And also, I hope in the next 10 years, I will have a beautiful husband and beautiful children, and I will be a very impactful motivational speaker.
Wow, I'm looking forward to your beautiful husband, Abna. And I want to
Of
see
course,
what
you
kind.
are.
I want to see where that beautiful husband will come from. What country in the world will he come from?
Yeah, you and Tito
Okay,
Raj, you're definitely waiting.
definitely. Especially if the two of us are together and then we corner you and then we ask you about your love life, you will never get the end of it. You'll answer so many questions about it, and you will describe his height. You will describe his weight. You will describe what kind of work does he do and stuff like that. But next question. We've been doing this Q&A for almost an hour now. But which is more important to you, Abna? What you say or how you say it?
How I say it. I believe how I say it because whenever I go through my life, what's most important is how I do it and how it impacts someone. I never want to do anything that's going to impact someone in a negative way. So I'm very careful with the things that I say because I know words are very powerful. Your word can cause someone to lose their life. Your word can cause damage in someone else's life. So you have to always be mindful of what you say and how you deliver it. So that's very important to me. So I would always pick how I deliver it.
You know, viewers, you can really see the different aspects of Agnes' personality, and you can see how beautiful a person she really is. And I'm not talking physical here; I'm talking about the way she expresses herself. Um, she's you really fall for her so easily. It's not hard to um um really get endeared to her very quickly, and I'm sure it wouldn't be hard for her to find a beautiful husband in the future. Which leads me to my next question. Why are we
Oh my
talking
God.
about beautiful husbands? What is something you are certain that you'll never experience, Amna? What is something you are certain you will never experience?
I am very certain that I would never experience. I would never experience again or never experience like just in
Either,
life.
either.
Hmm.
Like, I'll give you an example first, Abna. If you ask me that question, my answer is I would never experience choosing the wrong guy for me. Something like that. Now I want to hear what is it that you will never experience, Abna.
I would never experience. This is a tough question because the thing is, the life is unexpectable. Like it's unexpected. You never know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. So you can say you're sure you would never expect, but then you never know what's in your cards. But then, okay, I would steal your answer actually. I am certain that I would never go for someone who doesn't have an amazing heart because the heart is very important to me. I don't care about your physical features. I don't care about the amount of money you have or your success. I do care about your heart because that's what will last forever.
Yes, Abna. I know a doctor, a cardiologist, who's so good in heart operations and who also has a good heart. I will introduce him to you after 2 years. Not for now. Not for now, but I know he has a good heart because he's been doing charity
Oh my God.
operations
Okay.
for kids with heart problems. So he has a good heart. He operates in the heart. He's a cardiologist. He is surrounded by heart. So that I will I will introduce it to you after 2 years. After two
Okay.
years, Abna. Okay, okay. I love it when I love it when you're laughing and stuff like that. You know, I'm sorry, but I could not remove the image in my mind. It's always there when Samantha and you were on the stage and she was slapping on your arm and then I could not remove it from my head completely. And then you were so distraught and what's happening here and stuff.
I was like,
I
no, this is not true. But the thing is, that's how Samantha is. She hits you all the time. Like even when we are sitting on the bus, she's like, she'll start to hit you. And some of the girls didn't understand. And I was like, oh, it's normal. Like that's how it is. Like if she's excited, she'll hit you. If she wants to say, look at this, she'll hit you. So it's kind of normal. But at that moment, I was like, why are you hitting me? I am so confused right now. But she was just really excited and she's so happy for me too.
I'm very sure of that because I I know that the entire pageant has done wonders for both you and Samantha in terms of how you look at life now. I remember
Yeah,
her last post about how she has matured in terms of how she looks at life now, and I think
yeah,
it it's also the same with you, Amna, because you look at things so differently now.
I
So
do.
my next question is so dreamy, but what do we really most need in this world, Amna?
Well, this is something that's very dear to my heart. What I really need is for everybody, for the whole world to start to embrace equality. It's very important. We are all equal. We are all one people, despite our skin, despite our religion, our race. We're all the same. We all bleed red on the inside. So I think that it's about time that we love each other, we accept each other, and we stand up for each other because that's the only way that we can move forward in our world. So it's very important, and that's something that I hope for, and I really, 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 really wish I could have and need.
Now, I've been asking you so many serious questions. I want to go to the last part of this interview on a lighter note. But how long did it take for the hairdresser to do your braids?
Oh, so I do my braids myself, and it doesn't take me long. It takes me about like an hour.
You did it yourself? Come on, really?
Yeah,
Oh wow, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Yeah,
hidden
and some
talent.
people. Okay, now here's Tito Roach again. Oh my God, here's Tito
Oh
Roach
my
again.
God.
Yeah. No, but this is something nice. Just to
Okay.
share how good she is with languages. On her first day in the Philippines, during her training, she watched a Tagalog movie. Hello, is this Hello Love Goodbye?
Hello, love, goodbye. Yes.
Yeah, before going to the camp. And upon arriving at the camp, there she was doing Catherine Bernardo's lines in the movie when she joined the pageant. Abna added to Catherine's spills, Makakalikasan. And ah, Tito Roach has so many fun stories about you. She knows so much
Yeah.
about you. That's why she's so interested in your love life as well, Abna.
I know they're my family now. It's like they're always going to be a part of me forever. So,
Yes. Now, this is a light question before we go to the parting segment so far. And I
okay.
think this is something that will either make you smile or make you laugh. This is not about love, of course, but it could be depending on how you look at it. Do you believe in body language, Amna?
Yes, I believe in body language. It's very important. Body language is actually very important. You have to take that into consideration when you are talking to someone. You have to know if you're making them feel uncomfortable. Are they okay? People always have to take that into account. It's very important.
You will meet a lot of people, more people than you ever imagined.
Oh,
And
yes.
somehow you will have that one out of the blue encounter with someone who will express interest in you, how will you answer to that person whom you thought is just a friend, but is somehow giving you signs that he may want to be more than friends with you?
Well, I believe that communication is always the perfect key to life. And I believe that so far as you communicate and you let the person know where your mind is and where you're looking to go at the moment, I believe that things shouldn't go a bad way. So far as you tell them, hey, I'm not ready for this right now. My job is what I'm dedicated for. So I'm sorry. It should always be fine. Just communicate.
What if he asks you, okay, I'll set a schedule. I'll talk to you again the day after you crown your successor. What will you answer?
Well, I would still answer. Well, at that time, it depends on what I have aligned in my future. And if it's maybe, if he is part of it and I do see him part of it, then fine. But if I still do not, I will communicate and let him know that it's not what I'm looking for at the moment.
And because of that answer, I want to ask this question by Wilson. What makes you blush, Abna? I I really want to see you blush just for once, but I'm not sure when that will be. But what makes you blush, Abna?
I think everything makes me blush. I am always like laughing and blushing all the time. Um, I feel like, what makes me blush? I don't really know. I don't know what makes me blush. I'm
You
always like
don't
so
you,
excited and happy.
you don't know yet, Abna, because you haven't met him yet. I'm telling you that. I love it when you're reacting like that. It just goes to show how you're such a nice person. You're so very down to earth. Guys, I can only say this once, but Abna is not your typical cookie cutter of an international pageant title holder. When I asked her for this guesting, she simply asked me to message her. Is P Van your road manager or your manager,
Yeah,
Abna?
she's my
Yeah,
manager.
yeah, I know the process, the typical process. But after that, everything was a okay. Everything was it was so easy after that, and I think that it also helps that. Oh, here someone answered the question for you, Abna. What makes
Oh,
me blush? Quick,
okay.
quick.
I do love quack quack. Okay, maybe you got that right.
Now, will there be a time in your reign when you'll be eating? There's this delicacy, the five delicacy, the insects. I think it's the insects. If someone dares you, will you give it a try? The insects.
What is it? Insects.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a place in Thailand where it's like a delicacy. It's fried
yeah.
insects.
Oh,
I'm sure
really?
you will. I'm sure you will give it a try once someone
I think
uh,
so. Because
dares
I saw
you.
Samantha do it. Samantha ate some. She did the street food. She ate some of the crickets and stuff. So I think I would definitely try it because I love trying new things. So
Yeah. What if, for example, you are already trying the cricket, and then there's this guy beside you who's so good looking, and then how do you find the crickets, Abner? What will you answer to him?
I'll say the crickets are aromatic. They are delicious.
And then he would say, how about me? How do you find me? Okay, how will you answer that?
I will be like, I'll talk to you later. I'll come back with an answer.
I love it. And with that, Agna, I'm really so happy that you were able to spend time with me this afternoon. But
Yes.
at this point, I want you to give your message not only to the Filipino people, but to other. We have viewers here who are listening from different parts of the world, from someone from Dubai, from Saudi Arabia. There's also one from LA, and oh my God, Maricarla Simosa message. Uh, yeah, when that man went head over heels on you after our dinner in LA. My God! Oh,
Woo! Woo!
Maricarla Simosa. I
America.
think she's the sister of MJ Lastimosa, or she's related to MJ Lastimosa.
Really?
But anyways, Abna, I want you to give your message, not just to the Filipino people, but to all our viewers. Some of them are watching from different parts of the world. I want you to give your message. It could be a message of hope. I don't mind. Speak from your heart. Just tell them how it is for you. The stage is yours now, Abna.
Hey everyone. I just want to start off by saying I love you, and it's very easy for you to promote love, for you to promote peace. We choose to be able to put out what we want to put out. I think that instead of us hating on each other and writing all these mean comments on people's page or bullying people, I think that we should spend our time rather finding a way to encourage, motivate, and push each other. We need each other. We are each other's keeper. And I believe that if we come together to work hard together, we can be able to battle anything that comes our way. So, love, encourage, support, motivate, and the sky will be your limit. Also, to the young girls that look up to me, you are amazing. You are powerful. You are extraordinary, and you belong to take up space in our society. You are given that platform. So go out and do the best that you can. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not enough, because you are perfect and you can achieve the unthinkable. I love you all so much. Mahal kita. Thank you. And I would forever be your queen.
Thank you, Abna. And let me just tell you, the girl who's messaging us here is MJ Lastimosa herself. She is the one
MJ!
talking about the dinner in LA because she's using her sister's account, and
What dinner?
that
Oh, the
dinner in
dinner.
LA. My
Yes.
God, now you remember because I want to end this interview on a very light note. Also, that's why when MJ said that when that man went head over heels over
Over
you
him.
after our dinner in LA, well, I can imagine that's not impossible. That will happen with someone like Abna, and I'm just not sure how she handled that situation. But hello, MJ. Hello,
Hi,
thank you for watching.
MJ.
Thank you for dropping by. I want to
I
invite
actually
you.
want to say,
Yes,
I
yes,
actually want to
please.
say thank you, MJ. MJ has been amazing. After Miss Universe, she became like a big sis. Like she just became really close to me, And she's the one who actually introduced me to Tito Gio and then the KF family, and she pushed me there, and she helped them be able to motivate me and push me and help me, like mold me to become the queen that I am today. And I'm so grateful for her and the role she has played in my life also. So I love you, MJ, forever. Mwah.
And she loves you also, but she added here, you were so shy during that dinner in LA. My God, she's telling all the details.
Oh my God. She's telling all
you
my secrets.
yeah, you were
She's
so
telling
shy.
my secrets.
But
Very
I
shy,
would
yes.
say, but I expect that from someone like Abna also, and I think she would really react that way. And I echo what one of her viewer, Romel Peca, has mentioned here. We love you, Abena, because we really love you.
Oh,
We really
thank
love you,
you.
and um, I think I said it earlier. Abna is the kind of person you will not find any difficulty falling for her. I'm not talking romantically here, but I'm talking as a friend, as a sister. Yeah, you know me because I just want to play safe because people might think, "Oh my God, is it Norman? Is he trying to get hooked romantically?" No, that will never happen because we're sisters. And that'll never happen. But I'll introduce her to that cardiologist with a good heart in the future. And I really want to make you laugh also because it's not, I'll just say something in Filipino. Hindi po mahirap it's so easy to make Abna laugh, to make her feel happy and stuff like that. We even have a lot of Thai watchers here, Abna. I could not read. I could not read in Thai, Abna, but
Oh,
I'm sure it's something very very nice. And
some
MJ wants to
raccoon.
say yes. My God, you can even read. I'm so impressed. But anyway, MJ's last message, love you, my sister. The Philippines loves you. Yes, that's very true. The Philippines loves you. Because,
Thank you.
Abna is the kind of person, wherever she goes, she will leave a beautiful mark because she will show the love back if you show her the hospitality also. Actually, even if you bring her to a country that is not considered the friendliest in the world, she will still show her friendly side. And she will always be the most friendly visitor of that
Yes.
place. And it's not hard to fall for someone like Abner. Because I was saying, not romantically, of course, not romantically, because, you just want to keep something straight. So many people are saying, you are so gorgeous. Of course, she's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Wow,
Kapungka.
yeah. But I wish I could get those braids also for my hair, but that would be hard
Really?
because my hair is so short. But are you serious? You did it yourself?
Yeah, I do my hair myself.
We're just talking very light here, Amna. You did it yourself?
I do my hair myself, yes.
That particular hairstyle, how long did it take you to braid your hair?
Oh, like an hour or two.
Come on! In front of a mirror. You're just doing like this?
Just braid in front of a mirror. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
That is, I don't know. Maybe it's because you're so used to do braiding your hair, but
Hmm.
from my point of view, I think it's not easy. I think it's I think it's hard, and I think you
Really?
need a love life. I think you need a love life as well, but not now. Maybe tomorrow, perhaps. Maybe tomorrow. What? Wait a minute, Abna. Who are you wearing right now? Some people are saying you're wearing something very nice.
Oh,
Who
thank
are you
you.
wearing
So
right now?
actually, my personal designer, he's Filipino. Mark Lexel. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's awesome. He did
Mm-hmm.
my national costume, and he did most of my costumes for the competition. So shout out to him. But right now I am wearing Pretty Little Things. It's just Pretty Little Things.
You know, Abna MJ has so many things. She's messaging us with so many things about
MJ.
you. Yeah. No, no, it's about your hair. Your hair is longer
Oh,
when you want the small loose curls, and it takes you 2 hours or more to do your hair. And oh my god.
it takes me forever to do my hair. Yes, that's why I have to wake up 3 hours before every single girl in the competition because for me to be able to figure out what style I'm doing, I need to be able to plan ahead. So yeah, to even comb my hair is a lot of work.
How many bottles of shampoo can you consume in a month?
Oh my gosh, remember I told you I go through like one bottle of shampoo in like a few days, 3 days or so? It's
Yeah,
gone.
because you have so much hair. You have so much hair. Uh, do you love your beautiful husband in the future to have so much hair also? Like an afro? Something like that. Yeah. Because that would look nice if you have such big hair. But actually, Abna, do you know what I want to happen? Is that your
What?
beautiful husband in the future, I want him to be Filipino. Hopefully, of course, hopefully, if fate dictates for that to happen,
Yeah,
either Thai or Filipino, I will be good with that. Because these are
yes,
two countries where you really are living your indelible mark and presence. And
yes.
I really want you to have a Filipino surname or a Thai surname in the future, married surname. But that's, of course, that's 5 years from now, Abna. I'm just joking. 5 years ahead of time and everything.
Oh my
Like,
god.
yeah, I cannot say, like, okay, you'll be an Abna Appiah Cruz, Abna Appiah Likit Abna Appiah Santos, or an Abna Appiah Nakirang Kanuk. Yeah, yeah. It has to be like that. You know, because um oh, somebody Wilson again. Yes. It's a good thing your big hair lasted during the swimsuit presentation at the roof deck of Lebua Hotel. Was the wind so strong that time?
The wind, I mean, the wind was a lot, but then the good thing is my hair, I curled my hair, so it was better. The wind was good for it because I knew it was going to be windy, so that's why I curled it so that I could have the bounce.
And MJ again has mentioned here, yes, we want you to have an Asian boyfriend. Yes, Asian boyfriend. You know, so these people, they know so much about you, Abna.
I
You know,
know,
you know,
MJ.
because you are such a fun person to be with. You're such a true person, also, Abna, and that's why we really love you.
And
Yeah, and
I believe
yes,
that's who a
please.
queen should be because a queen, your queen should be someone you can talk to. If you have a problem, she should be someone you can reach out to and just have a conversation. You shouldn't be scared of your queen. So that's the kind of queen I want to be. I want to be the queen of the people.
Oh my
So
God, Abna, I wish you could say those lines to a few people I know, but not for now. Not for now. Yeah, because that will be so controversial. But I fully agree with what you just said.
yeah,
Your queen has to be someone very approachable, relatable, someone that will answer your DMs. Oh yeah, Mark Gonzalez says here, you may be part Ghanaian American, but you're already part Thai. You're part Filipino, and you are already a mix of all these nationalities in one person. That's why you need
hmm,
a beautiful Asian husband in the future. You know, I love it. I love it when we talk about I love it when we talk about your non-existent love life, Abna, because it's something we can just laugh about because it's non-existent.
yeah,
I know that your focus on your job as an MGI, that
yeah,
you're really giving it your dedication. It's
yeah,
something that really is eating up your time
yeah,
happily, of course, happily eating up your time. And with that, I'm so happy again that we were able to spend this afternoon together. What's going to I before we end pala, now what's going to happen to you? Can you tell something about your future activities? Not Tell us what's going to happen in the coming months for Miss Grand International and stuff like that.
hmm.
Yeah.
So right now, everything we've left everything, all the planning, everything has stopped because we are on lockdown. Everything has been closed down because the cases here in Bangkok are rising. So the organization, they put in my safety first, and right now they just want me to stay safe and stay at home. So we are just waiting to see what happens, like the way the country progressed in the next few months, in the next few weeks, and then we can pick up again. But before we went on lockdown, I was going to provinces to crown the next queen for the province here in Thailand, for the upcoming Miss Grand Thailand. So if after the pandemic and everything goes back to normal, I'm pretty sure I will start doing that again.
Is there any province in Thailand you still haven't been to but you really want to go to?
Well, I really wanted to go to Phuket, but then I've been there and I know I have a lot more to go because there's like 70 something of them. So I still have a lot. I've been to only two. So I have so many to visit.
And you will enjoy it. Do you love eating spicy food, Abna?
I love spicy food. I eat
Oh
spicy
my
food every
God.
day.
Let me see how you will adjust to the food down south of Thailand when you finally eat the
I
spiciest
love,
food in
you
all of
know,
Thailand.
what's so funny? Oh, actually, I had something. I don't even know where I put it. Oh, actually, I put my phone on it. But it's something that I love. It's actually by Mr. Nawat.
Okay, what's
So,
that? Is that
so
chili?
I finished it, but it's a combination of shrimp. It has fish in it. It has all the different seafood, and it's very spicy. So they have like jalapeno peppers and all the peppers in it, and it's just so delicious. You can eat it with rice. You can eat it with anything, and I love it. I keep texting them. I'm like, I need more. I need more because it's so good and so spicy. See, it has a face on it.
How do you call that? It's like seafood, crunchy
It's like
seafood.
Yes, it's like a crunchy seafood snack. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I think it's nampri nangam. That's how it's pronounced. And I know that if you want to buy it, I don't know if you guys have line application, but you basically dial 1235 at Nawat. So that's how you can get it, but it's amazing. I love it. I eat it all the time.
Yeah, and it's very spicy, right?
Oh my gosh, it's so spicy. For me, it's not that spicy, but for other people, oh, it's so spicy for them.
Yeah, Tito Raj is saying he's eagerly awaiting your visit to the Philippines. I know she will visit it somewhere in the future. You know,
Yes, I
I've heard
will.
there is a rumor I heard, Abna, that somewhere in the future Miss Grand International might be hosted in the Philippines. I don't know when, but it will be
Really?
somewhere in the future. I cannot really pinpoint a specific year, but somewhere in the future, Miss Grand will happen here in the Philippines. I don't know when, but should that happen, there is a good reason for you to visit again the Philippines.
I know. Oh, definitely. Philippines is my home. I will visit. I was speaking to Tito Gio and he's already planning something for me to do after my reign, like if it's the TV host in the Philippines or if it's like a famous person or a famous personality in the Philippines. So we're definitely working on that. And let's see where the future takes me.
Well, I'll be so looking forward to you becoming a host here, and then you will be hosting a talk show, and then I will ask the cardiologist uh, who has a good heart to guest, so that there's a one-on-one between the two of you. And he's not very old, huh? He's only in his late 30s, so I think he's just the right age. Things like that. No, I really want
Oh,
to. I want to make to get those reactions for you, Ricky, because you're so much fun to be with. You're so much fun to
thank
talk to.
you. Thank
So my
you.
last very light question for you: what will be your dinner tonight?
Oh, so tonight I'm actually calling Nam to see what she wants to do. But I think I might be ordering from Food Panda. So I might order maybe, I don't know, maybe pad thai because I love pad thai. I might have maybe some fried rice or something. But I eat only seafood, so I know it's going to have seafood in it.
You know, I envy you because I so love eating authentic Thai food. Yeah, maybe
Really?
here in the Philippines, there are some who can do that, but it's so different when you eat Thai food in Bangkok because it's or
In
in
Bangkok,
Thailand because
yes.
that's where it originated. So I love eating it there, and then at the same time, while eating it on the street, and then meeting a beautiful boy in the middle of your dinner. Yeah, that's nice, right? Right. I really love it when
Oh
it's something like that. It does make me happy, of course. Like I don't mind if all the cars are passing by. That Thailand is the only place I really don't eat liver. Liver is something that we normally eat here. I don't eat
my God.
liver because there's an aftertaste. But in Thailand they put the liver in such spicy marinade. The minute you eat it after they grill it, it tastes so good already. It tastes like steak.
Yeah. Really?
But yeah, because when you put too many chilies on the marinade, then the taste of food takes on a different new
It
flavor. So
tastes, yes.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and that's one of the ways that I met my special someone there before. I hope you will also meet your special someone while eating your
Oh.
street food also. But I hope that you eat it here outside KF camp while eating kwek kwek here on Scout Borromeo.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you know, I mean, I'll just say this to you. I love you, and I'm so happy that I spent this afternoon with you.
Me
And I hope to
too.
see you soon. I hope to visit Bangkok after everything is over, when things are
Yes.
so back to normal. And thank you
Yes.
for being with me this afternoon. When we end
Thank
the live
you.
broadcast, Abna, don't exit yet because we'll have a photo picture taking
Okay.
for the blog purposes. Because I know our
Okay.
director Gerard is already taking our photos now, but I don't look as beautiful as you
You
in
look
that
amazing.
talking.
You look
But
fabulous.
you know, fabulous
Maganda.
is one fabulous is one word I've never associated with myself because I'm not looking for a beautiful husband in the future. I'm just looking for a beautiful boy, maybe. You know, you're the one who might be looking for I always associate that phrase with you from now on, a beautiful husband. I will always
Oh wow.
associate that
You're
with
just
you.
like Tito Rajo now. So both of you, that's your praise for me.
Definitely, with Roger, we think alike most of the time, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to love life. No, because love life is the least important aspect of life for us. That's why we just kid you about it. We joke you about it. We're not really very serious about it. But after 5 years, perhaps, yes, I will call a cardiologist. He'll be around 42 by then. So still a good age somehow. Still a good age. And we'll see what happens. Again, thank you for staying with me this
Thank you.
afternoon. Okay, and
Thank you. Salamat
Abna,
po.
let's give a big flying kiss to all our viewers now. I really love this
Salamat
girl,
po.
Oo, wala pong ano man. Oh my God. Direct, I really love this girl and we're ending our interview now. I'm so happy now because she's one of a kind. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
every time I'm not doing this with the script. I'm looking always at the timer on top of the screen, and there's always this time that I need to meet for every episode. It has to be 90 minutes every time,
Yeah.
and we've already gone past that, and I'm so happy because somebody was kidding me that how can you last 1 hour and 30 minutes with just one guest?
With one
I'm
person.
confident. I'm confident. With Abna, I can do it. I'm not sure with another girl, maybe, but with Abna, I can do it because she knows how to express herself well, and she's not the kind of person who I ask 1 plus 1 will just answer two. She will
Two.
answer. I really love this girl. Okay, thank you so much for joining us for the season four
Salamat po.
finale of Pageantry Norms. It has been a crazy season 4 for us. But you have to wait for the start of our season 5 finale. You know why? Because part of season 5 in June will be our first year anniversary for Pageantry Norms. And I'm not sure yet who our guests will be, but definitely those will be very special episodes. And right before the start of season 5, we'll have a special, well, a 1 hour special for the Miss Universe a day before the finals. So watch out for that. But that will not be part of either season 4 or 5. It's just a one-time special for the show. But look at Abna. Whenever I look at her, it's like I'm looking at the mirror. Oh, look at that. I want to have
Yeah,
that
we're
hair too.
twins.
Yeah, but I love the hair really.
Oh, thank you.
So it's so hard to do.
Not
So hard.
really.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah. So
easy.
viewers, thank you for joining me for season 4. I never thought it possible that this program will even reach the second or third season, but now we just completed season 4. And in just on just in on May 23, it will be the start of season 5. I'm not sure even who's going to be my guest for the season 5 opening late this month, but that's exciting me. Maybe I'll guest my friend who's a cardiologist. uh, for that episode, and then I will ask you to ask a question in the comments section.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's really so fun. But direct, yes. And I also want to acknowledge our direct. Show yourself naman on the screen so that you will yeah, direct, while we're still live.
Hi.
Our technical director Gerard, thank
Hi.
you.
Thank
He's
you.
been with keeping company for the past 4 seasons. And
Yeah.
nagpaplano na po kami. We're planning for season 5 already. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It has been such a special finale, especially that I am with Miss Grand International 2020 Abena Appiah. And our mission in 5 years' time will be to look for a beautiful husband for her. But that will be 5 years from now. For now, she will focus on MGI and all her advocacies first. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good evening, everyone, and
Okay.
stay safe
Salamat
all the
po.
time.
Thank you. Thank you, Bena. Thank you.
Thank you. Kapkum ka.
Gerard will have a picture taking after the live broadcast is finished.
Okay, sure,
Are
Queen
we good?
Mother. Wait a second. Yes, wait a sec.
God.
Okay.
Abna, did you hear how he called